If you or a family member have been hurt because of the careless actions of another person, call Walker, Texas Lawyer. They'll work to get you the financial compensation and justice you deserve. They have 40 years of experience, and you don't pay unless you win. Call 713-881-9653 today for a consultation or go to walkertexaslawyer.com.
Oh, Brad, what have you done now?
Broadcasting live from Houston, Texas, and around the world. TV host, best-selling author, and radio personality Brad Gilmore brings you a collection of conversations with stars from movies.
Mark Wahlberg.
Hey, how are you?
The legendary Mr. Christopher Lloyd. Christopher, how are we doing?
I'm doing good. Great introduction.
Television.
Jimmy Fallon joins us this morning. Jimmy, how you doing, my friend?
Good morning. Thank you so much, Brad, for having me. I appreciate this, bud.
Kelly Ripa.
Brad, thank you for having me.
Comedy.
Jay Leno joins us. Jay, how you doing?
Hey, Brad, what's going on?
Gabriel Fluffy Iglesias.
Good morning.
Music.
Lola Monroe.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
The legendary frontman of AC/DC, Brian Johnson, joins us right now. Brian, how you doing?
Good morning, Brad. What looking to talk, give me funny lad.
Grammy Award winner Maya joins us.
How are you?
And more. This is The Collection. Now your host, The Boat, Brad Gilmore.
And he's joining us right now live on the phone talking about Pawn Stars Do America. The new season kicked off last Wednesday. You can stream episodes from the History Channel as well. Austin Chumlee Russell is in the building. Chumlee, how's it going, man?
I'm going pretty good. I'm actually on the road right now, filming this week. We just got to Arizona.
Arizona, okay. So talk to us about Pawn Stars Do America. Everyone knows that y'all been in the shop in Las Vegas forever, man, and now y'all are kind of taking a road trip, if you will, and trying to find treasures, I guess, throughout this great country of ours.
Yeah, Las Vegas is a tourist destination, so we do get a lot of people that bring stuff in, but there's so much more out there. And when we travel across America, we get a chance to see a city full of stuff, not just one or two people bringing in something, but you really get an idea of what kind of culture's in the city when you come to the city and look at all the items.
Now, y'all have been doing the road travels before and going out there and seeing a whole city. Which one has kind of had the sweetest juice, for lack of a better term? What city has produced a lot of awesome stuff?
Well, if you know me at all, you know I'm a huge fan of Pokemon cards, and I can't remember if it was Tampa or St. Pete, but we had a huge Pokemon collection come out there, and I'm speechless. It was so insane. I love looking at it, and I actually got to buy something.
The Pokemon cards thing, I obviously we've seen you on the show over the years really take to the Pokemon cards. But, let me ask you this, because I have actually a buddy who's trying to get into the Pokemon card game, okay? So what is the best way to take them out of the package without damaging the value? Do you have to take them out and put them right in a sleeve and then send them off to get graded? Is there a technique we should know about?
So I do take my cards out immediately. As soon as I get a good card, what's called a hit, I have my plastic sleeves there, and then I have my hard sleeves, and I sleeve it up and send it away. But I also play the game as well, so some of the cards I have to keep, and I just put them on my deck, and I don't worry about those ones because they're going to get beat up. But if you're trying to keep your cards pristine, open it up, put it in a penny sleeve, and into a card saver or a hard sleeve immediately.
Now, when you're evaluating whether it's a Pokemon card or whether it's some other artifact, I know you're a big sneakerhead as well. How do you, other than, because I know you bring in experts and things like that, but when you're on the road, you might not have that ability to just have somebody come down to the shop. How do you go with your gut on a lot of things when it comes to pricing and maybe authenticity, or since you've been doing it for so long, you can spot a fake from a mile away?
Well, I'm pretty good at spotting fakes, but with that being said, today fakes are almost impossible to spot, So depending on what it is, for example, like the item, if it was the shoes or a designer clothing or purse, I would just look. If there's one thing wrong, I'm going to pass, because a brand like Louis Vuitton or Nike, they don't put their seconds out. Well, Nike actually will put their seconds out, but they'll put them out at a way discounted price. And then Louis Vuitton and companies like that, they'll just burn that stuff. They want, if there's a stitch that's not straight, they burn it. They don't want it on the street. So I really look for any flaws. That's the first thing I look for to determine if something's real or fake. Let me see if I can find any flaws, and then we'll go from there.
Now, when people bring you things, when you go to these different cities and you're looking at them and evaluating them, I know everybody in their house, they think they have some $100,000 or $1 million heirloom that's been in their family forever. And I promise you, this was the baseball that Babe Ruth hit over the fence when he called his shot and things of that nature. Is it sometimes difficult to break it to people that this priceless family heirloom is actually not what they thought it was?
It's not so much anymore, but it was. We've been doing it almost 15 years now, so I think I've just over the years learned how to break it down to someone and a way that they can process it better. But it was a lot harder for me at first because I just didn't know how people were going to react, and just got much more comfortable doing it. I've been at the pawn shop 20 years now. We've been on the show for about 15, so. I have over 20 years experience doing it, so I'm pretty good at doing it very nice and polite now.
New season of Pawn Stars Do America is out right now. You can stream it on the History Channel. Watch it live on Wednesdays. We have Chumlee here. Now, Chum, you and I got to cross paths a couple years ago when you came down to Houston, Texas, and entered the Booker T Reality of Wrestling Arena and got to rub shoulders with the legend himself and actually, I guess, take a couple of his finishing moves, for lack of a better term. What do you remember about that experience, being in the arena and hanging out with Book?
Dude, that was freaking awesome. I mean, I have some really cool moments. My top two moments are doing that with Booker T and meeting Bob Dylan on the show. Those are my top two moments on the show. So I actually was just looking at the pictures last night. It's funny. So that was so cool. I'm actually going to be in Houston this week selling Pokemon cards. So maybe I'll go body slam Booker T one more time.
Give us a call. We'd love to have you back down. Absolutely. My last thing for you, though, Chum, is, this show, like you said, it's been on the air for so long, and it's a generational show. People who are young like it, people who are older like it, everywhere in between. And to have a show that's been on the air this long isn't by accident. From your estimation, what do you think the staying power is of Pawn Stars? Why do people keep coming to it season over season, year over year?
Well, I think a lot of it has to do with the format of the show. Is a long time ago we called it "you get a laugh and you get to learn" when you watch the show. There's a lot of other shows that do that don't last. So I think it comes down to just everything. The camaraderie between all of us, even the old man before he passed away. That's really what we do. It's been doing that whole life. I've been doing it over 20 years. Corey was born into that, and I think that just it comes across on TV that that's really what we do, and that we really have spent our whole lives together, and I just think the authenticity comes across, and people probably like that because they do have other options to choose from.
There's a lot of competition on television, but there's only one Pawn Stars. Chumlee, congrats on the new season. Have fun there in Arizona, and next time you're in Houston, give us a shout. It's always a pleasure to talk to you.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Hurry up, tape running out.